In the last video, we ended at the V line, the last station built for the V line. R46G. Here we see the first few stations for the I, O, U, X, and Y. R38 option order 1, 4150 to 4199. Here we have some I and X trains. Here's an R32GE on the X. The X is a local in Customia, Customia being an imitation of Manhattan, and an express in Hillside, my version of Queens. It also runs through the Brookline via an extension. So these are all GE rebuild cars. More option order 1 R38s on the I line. There's 5 option order 1 R38s in total. They make up for the lack of R40 slants and trains, or the lack of the Magic Land R40 slants and trains. A creative solution to a challenging problem. Created this line to be a lot like the Broadway line in Q, R, and W, so it does run diagonally in places. Here is the Staten Island Railway, or should I say the South Island Railway. In my iteration, it runs into Customia, which is my version of Manhattan, to provide better service to South Island, my version of Staten Island. On the lower level is where the express track will be for rush hour trains in the peak direction. Here is an S1, aka the Staten Island Railway ME1. Next to the R44 or S2 is the S3 consist, which are South Island's newest cars, slated to replace the R44s, much like the R211S is slated to replace the R44s on Staten Island in real life, 100 to 104 already being present on the island as of January 3rd, and being equipped with flags. So that's just a view of both of the cars there. Nice. Very nice. I'm just writing something down real quick. Let me show you these two consist. As you can tell, the new tech trains are a bit longer than the old techs. Now let me show you the L line, which we recently passed. Beginning under, nope, that's the B and D. Beginning right here, hasn't been extended yet. I intend to bring it into New Jersey, aka the Westlands. Here are the two R40 mods in existence, both currently assigned to L. Change the sign so you can see that. Currently making the R143 suitable to run 89 miles per hour as opposed to 70 by modifying them with the DD40X engine. Here is an R32 assigned to the L. Another R32 3626 on the L. I currently have 4.5 R143s on property, so I believe I just gave them all the 89 mile per hour spec. Time to haul. This is a portion of the railroad I didn't get to connect to anything yet. Okay, so we have 4000, the very first M9 in Customia, and 4337. I believe that's the second M7 consist in Customia. $25.85, which would normally be an R68 number, is the highest numbered R62A in Customia. These are the only two M9s present in Customia besides the other M9 we showed you. To distinguish them from the pilot assist, they have blue masks rather than yellow. Okay, so 4322 is the first M7 in Customia. 4321 is not in Customia, it's in the Southern Railroad. This is the abandoned City Hall station. If you elected not to go where the other tracks were leading, into the Brooklands, you will end up at the abandoned City Hall station on the railroad. Abandoned because modern trains are too long for this station. This area is commonly used for layups and fan trips. The next intended stop after this will be the Customia Loop. This is Front Street. This is the first stop for the TR&W in the Brooklands. We will be ending this video off by showing you the TR&W from Front Street to 86th Street. This is Exit Street, first stop in Customia. This is Leaflet Street. This is Chambers Street. Interior of a JR 203. Okay, so initially I thought that the R142As that I would use would be the 7754 series. However, I was proven wrong. So this has to be deleted eventually. Two more R244A series cars. The very first option order 2 R68A exercise, as well as the first train in Customia in general on the team. Now here we have an R68 on the T, which is considered to be very rare. Remember, R68s and R68As are very different. In my world, an R68 R train is very common. All but one R68s are assigned to the R and W, with the exception being the one on the T seen here. I believe this is first. Have a couple R32s on the T using the R30 signage. R68 on the W. Old 1986 full sign. And R44 on the W. Supplemental fleet. 52. Flag is starting to kick in. Hooray. That's cool. I like that Broadway line. Yep, there it is. Okay. First Street. R44As prepared for B and D usage. Yep, BB. This one is going to the Staten Island Railway as a supplement. It's not an ME2, it's an R44. Supplementing the island. Here, let me prove it to you. 5390. It's not a 3-digit train. These are R44As for the B and D. Because I want to be unique. Why would I give the Q train a surplus of R46s? And I already did that with the yellow Q. Instead, I want to let the B and D partake in the fun. So the B and D are like the bizarro versions of the N and Q in my world. Or what the N and Q would have become had I replaced the R46s with this model. I am so glad I didn't, because heavy modifications allowed the R46s on the N and Q to be everything I want them to be. R44A with the yellow D. R44As are numbered between 5382 and 5481. R44A. The differences in signage. One has electronic, one has roll signs. I like that 5438 on the D. That's cool. This is cool, bro. Oh yeah, I forgot to notice that this one has the yellow foot pedal and the MTA logo rather than the M logo. See if I can get it on this end where the arrow is not located. Yep, you'll see it. The MTA logo as opposed to the M logos. Just a personal preference. CQ312s, both spec to DD40X and retaining their electronic signage. They are both properly numbered. Here is an R46 on the T, 5824, properly numbered. Another R46, 5740 on the W. The R46s are mostly assigned to the T, R, W, and Q, as well as the W special. This is a CQ312, an older model from Slicken, assigned to the Z. 6-car set. Alright. I haven't finished assembling this train yet. Have an R46 on the T, 5760, and an R38, 4019. Nice cream blue interior. Very nice to look at. Appealing to the eyes. In case I didn't save, let me save my game. So I did a couple of modifications to the R143 fleet. The CQ3s are all over the place right now. Here is one of the R38 option order ones that was stolen from the I line. The R is using it. Very cool. $41.65 in real life. The R38s ended at $41.49, so this would not be logistically possible. It's R30 and the W. It's a spare, a work train. It was repurposed to be in service. No advertisements. And C, as its bare bones, just a work train. Here is the middle of a CQ312 that has not properly been rotated. Here's an R30, also assigned to the L, moved from work service. R68A assigned to the shuttle. Yep. And the R30, this time for actual work. Yep. Nice and easy. Alright. Here are the R46s assigned to the Q. I haven't gotten to move them yet. Because the Q has not even been built yet. Just storing them here temporarily. 8 car consists. Here the R46 is assigned to the W Special, which is an extension of the W in the Westlands, or the Outlands. I think it's in the Outlands. The Outlands is a version of New Jersey that continues from the West. A couple more R38s on the T, base order units. 3950 to 4149. Option order 2 R68As on the T, ranging from 4949 to 5000. Unassigned R27/R30. 4 R30s. R30s. Unassigned. Another R38 with the old sign. The originals 3960 to 3961. The early 3900s retain their roll signs, their original roll signs, whereas the 4000s, 4100s do not. Okay. Here is an extra R30 spare that I have ordered to increase the fleet count of the KTA Deluxe and provide an extra train when needed. Signed up to S, but realistically, it will probably end up running on the BRD. I like seeing 4-door Redbirds, that's mad cool. Initially I ordered 2 more of them, but I decided 2 was too much, and I cut back on 1 in favor of an option order 2 R38. Another R46 on the R. The angle is flipping me out. R46 interior. T Express, R local. That's the corridor for this. Working our way up the map, here are more CQ312s slated to be assigned to the second system, which hasn't been built yet. When you think of the second system, think about systems like Moscow and DC. 4974 on the T. Option B. Connected to 4990. Here are the R244D series trains. They are open gangway, the fleet of the future. You see here you can pass from car to car. Very, very fantastic. Very innovative technology. Here is the conductor's area. Forgot it's Japan, so everything is reversed. CQ3, CQ3. I have a lot of these for the Southern Railway also, but they're not tweaked out the way that the Customia ones are. Here's the R244C. The seats are transverse instead of longitudinal, which could make a nice improvement for people that enjoy sitting this way. Now, these can vacillate between the subway and the railroad as needed, and special units have bathrooms as shown here. Oh, as shown here. Yep, that's the bathroom. Maybe if I get another consistent. I already showed you these. Get a nice zoom in of that shoreliner there. Can't appreciate these cars enough, man. Alright, and these numbers. I'll show you the bathroom unit. That's the bathroom right there. There it is. We got a train's shameless plug for the ad. Sadly, it does obstruct the view of the gangway a little bit, but I'm okay with that. People need to use the restroom, I understand. Here's the oldest train on property. The GWR Autocoach. So old it didn't even have a proper storm door between cars. Much older than the S-Bahns I touted off before. Now we get into Central Park Westlake territory. This is 55th Street. Stop after 50th Street. R68AT. Number is this? 4990. Be cool riding some of these in the summer with their good AC. 4989. So this is basically the R68A order if the R68A order started at 4949 rather than 5,000. R68 and R68A. Lower level only has been built. Upper level has not been built. I became lazy. Also, these tracks are not for keeps. This is just to expand the landmass. And so I know what I'm doing. R46T. Nice storm door there. This is 5800. Stop is this? 62nd or 63rd Street, I'm not sure yet. As you can see, I put streets up here to help guide me as I create and expand my map. 70th Street, I showed you that before. R6211 train, that's wild. What? Yep, 70th Street. I had to fix this track because it derailed one of my trains. Here's the other old CQ312 assigned to the W. Here's the interior view of that CQ312. I did not respec the engines on these because I think those are regular subway engines. Here is the train of many colors / train of many metals on the T, because the T is the fan trip line. It's almost like the A of my universe. R30s, R32. This is the only time you'll see this kind of R32 on the T. Wild. There's a mismatch pair too. That's the one that got preserved. That's crazy. Redbird on the T. Probably the only time you'll see that. Also R30. Another R30, but silver. And another R32. The other type of R32. Let's get a nice interior view of this. Very nice decals on the doors and walls. 10 car consists. Here's the final S3 consist, believe it or not, assigned to the mainland rather than South Island for T service as a spare. I love how nice and plain the body is. You hear that R211? Sorry, I don't mean to be taking shots this early. know they're trying to get their stuff together right now. Here's an R30 officially assigned to the T and officially numbered. 8115 to 8114 being the lead pair. I built up to 86th Street, as seen here. Let's take a look at some of these streets. It's Treadway Calm Avenue. This is Road. This is Treadway Calm Avenue. 2 avenues. Treadway Calm Avenue, Treadway Calm Street, and Road. And this continues up to 117th Street, which is currently Barrier Street, because I haven't built any further than this. This is the top of the map so far. But I want to go up to like in the 200s, something like that. Okay. I want to show you 50th Street. I want to show you my S-Bahn. And I want to conclude by showing you the other temporary storage yard I'm using for staging some of the trains I have. Oh yeah, by the way, this is major spoilers. These are the Customia tunnels into Westlands for the railroad. So the railroad will have signals overhead, and it will lead it into my version of New Jersey. So that's the portal. I haven't finished this area yet. It'll connect to this ICT, which hasn't loaded. Let me show you the portal on the other end. The other end has this portal awaiting connection, which will likely be connected to the region first when they load. Just wait for the tracks to load, please. Please bear with me. Load! Wow, I think the asset heard me. It's like, okay, fine, I'll load. These will be the tunnel portals into Hillside for the railroad. Now, normally, in real life, it's taboo to do an underwater tunnel like this, but because this is Customia and I can do whatever I want, I will allow it. You guys didn't notice that I'm showing you the trains as a stall tactic until this street loaded. Okay, this is 50th Street. This is basically the grand golden middle street of Customia. Like I said, everything takes a mad long time to load because there's so many trains on this map. I have an upper limit of 1,766 trains that I am allowed to exercise with this map. However, once there's more land built, these trains will probably be more scattered, allowing to not clutter the land maps. Now, you see this train here, the GWR Autocoach. Let me show you its counterpart, the S-Bahn. Okay, I just gotta wait for one of these to load. we will see. I hear sounds. That's the R44 Staten Island Railway. I'm at staging yard number 1. Everything is phasing in. Part 1 showed this part. Staten Island Railway 44s. Part 12 with many colors. I really like the interior of the green one. That's cool. Ooh, that's nice. It's a silver. This is the orange. This is the blue World's Fair. And here's the red. It's pretty much same material. I don't know what the numbers are going to be yet. They haven't officially been numbered. However, these have been numbered. And assigned. Haven't numbered the low V yet, but here's the interior of that in case you wanted to see it. Yep. There we go. I'm not afraid to show interiors. See the Redbird interior. I'm not really feeling the orange doors. Okay, here's the Staten Island Railway version. South Island Railway. As you can see, there's indicators on the sides of the doors. This is a more advanced train. However, the doors break down a lot more. So I try not to use it as much. It's a supplement. I really need it. That's the 5-car S-Bahn. Here's the 4-car S-Bahn. It's the rest of the body. It's the front. Okay. It's the front. And it's the side angle. Okay, let's finish off this stream by showing you the staging yard number 2. It's going to take a little while for this to load also. There we go. This is staging yard number 2 located at 86th Street. Here we have R38 option order 2s, all of them. R110As, R142s, Whitebirds, and K-cars. This is a R38 on the P. This is 4212. It's for KTA Light. Here is 4202, also assigned to light on the L. Here is 4235, ironically assigned to the T. Very rare for something like that to be pulled off. These are all supplements. 4237 on the W. And 4239 on the orange. Here is the R110A on the 9. Yep. Okay, now we got R14211. Couple more R142s here. These have not been numbered yet. They have not been properly arranged. Neither have these. K-cars. My version of the path. Now the path in my world can either be a straight line, or you can make it have a little more character. I'm not sure yet. See, the back is exposed for this train, as is the back for this. Probably the only time you'll see it like that. Alright. Now, more R110As and R142s. Most of them have been arranged. Now what I did, I accidentally ordered too many, so I might have to pull back on some of them. Delete the ones that are excess. that hasn't been properly organized yet. I might have to delete those excess cars here. Yeah, just get rid of those. These two. A cars and B cars. New techs are really weird since they don't really have interior views. There's the second staging yard. It's a mild yard in comparison to the other one. Staging yard 1. Let's see if I can show you the shuttle. Where's that? Shuttle. So, small little thing. 4 cars. Let me see. Alright, there's the extra 4 cars for a dinky shuttle. That being said, that is Customia progress so far as of January 3rd to January 4th, 2024, as it has bled into January 4th. It is now 12:08 a.m. when I'm filming this. There's going to be another screenshot. We'll go into that. If you guys enjoyed the recording, please be sure to like the video, share it with your friends, associates, comment if you want to, and subscribe. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to do more of these in the future. Peace out.